Shabbat Shalom, Rav Lasry. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. I'm here with Rabbi Lasry. Again, we're going to speak about the Parasha. And I have a question for Rabbi Lasry. I know that last week was Tetze-Ki, and now it's Tavo. And last week they spoke about being gratitude. To know that that everything that Hashem does, you have to be gratitude. Why? Because you bring your first fruit to the temple, showing Hashem gratitude. But in the other hand, how with gratitude, when you have something bad going on in your life, you need to flip it to something beracha. But you know, it's very hard to be gratitude in that time. I want to ask Rabbi Lasry, how basically you flip some judgment to a bracha, and why it's so important to be gratitude on your regular daily basis, when sometimes it's really hard and you can't even, be grateful for something. So I would love to hear Rabbi Lasry about that.
Hi God, and hi everyone, and good to come back to our weekly message from the Parasha. So basically you ask why it's so important in the Judaism and in general to say thank you and to be grateful to Hashem, and how can we do it when we have so many obstacles around us. So the Torah gives us a message in this week, Parashat Ki. The Torah starts with the mitzvah of bikurim, which means when I have my first fruit, I have to give it to Hashem and to say thank you to Hashem. And when I say thank you to Hashem, how can I say thank you when I still have a lot of problems around me? The Torah gives us the message. The Torah gives us the message that you can learn how can you be grateful only when you remember when you come from. That's what the Torah said. Before you bring the fruit, you have to remember when you come from. We give all the list when we came from. We went from Egypt and we got all the plagues, and Hashem took us out from Egypt after 210 years. And now I came finally to Eretz Israel, and I built my house, and now I have my first fruits. Thank you, Hashem. Why? It's so hard for us to say thank you because we don't remember
where we were,
when we came from. We're not aware of the chesed, of how much kindness and how much blessing Hashem gives us around us. And also because we are not focusing what we have, we're focusing what we're missing. When you focus on what you're missing, and you focus on what you don't have control, and you're focusing in the past or in the future, you're not living in the moment, in the present. You're not aware of the chesed, of the blessing when you have around you. So Hashem teaches, and the Torah teaches that the basic and the foundation of being Jew is to say thank you. Yehudi, which means Yehuda, to say thank you, Todah, thank you. That's why in the last week Parasha also the Torah said you're not allowed to marry the nation of Ammon or Moab because they didn't offer you water and food when you crossed their land. What's the problem? Yes, because they have missing in their essence something that this is the foundation of the Judaism. So it's not, you cannot connect it. You cannot connect with someone that don't have a gratefulness and gratitude and this sense of thanks to Hashem. So when you focus on what you have, and when you know that even the problems is a gift, our problems is our gift. Whatever you're going through right now, focus what you have. How can I focus what I have? Remember that honestly, we're not deserved to get anything. So you have house, you have something to eat, you have friends. Hashem put you in your family and friends and people that honor you and respect you. You have someone to call. You know how many people suffering? And also, it could be worse in your situation. So thank you what you have, because you'll not appreciate something unless until you lose it. So that's why it's so important. To first word when we wake up in the morning, first of all say thank you, because otherwise you're ignoring Hashem kindness. So otherwise you cannot connect it to Hashem. How can I learn Torah? How can be connected to Torah mitzvot if I'm not aware of the chesed? So I don't need to do teshuvah right now before Rosh Hashanah from fear. Hashem wants us to do teshuvah from love, to remember the chasadim and the chesed and the kindness that Hashem gives us. That's why it's so important. to read this week Parasha before Rosh Hashanah. Tichle shana v'kilelotea tachel shana v'berkotea. The Torah wants us to get rid of our curses. How can I get rid of my curses? You see how many problems I have? No, you the only one who can get rid of the curses. How? In your mindset. Turn it to a blessing. When you know that even the bad is good. You don't know why. You don't know why you didn't get this shidduch and this problem you got in your health, or this problem you got with your wife, or with your kids, or whatever. This is the best for you because Hashem loves you. And it could be worse. So be focused what you have right now, and then you can have a sweet and better year. So Tachel Shana U'Berkotea. Amen v'Amen. Thank you, God.
Amen. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.